What's good, YouTube? Brickways2094 here, and I just have a battle facing someone in an OU match. The problem was the first match actually DC'd, unfortunately, because of Wi-Fi problems and all that, and my opponent's like, hey, let's just switch up teams, so we switched up teams and then tried round two. First round I was a little bit down, but I was making a comeback, and then, of course, my Wi-Fi had to act up. But let's get started. So my opponent's going to lead off with Thorn. I'm going to lead off with Breloom, and I'm like, oh, this is a favorable matchup. Going to just spore him. He can go to sleep, because I can just spore whatever. And here I thought that he'd stay asleep a little bit longer, so I go for a Sky Uppercut just right away. And the Iron Barbs isn't going to do much. I can pretty much recover that off with the Toxic Orb, but he's going to wake up. Okay, fine, wake up. Thorn, whatever. Put up those Stealth Rocks. That's just gonna suck for some Pokemon later, but fine. So, go for the Sky Uppercut again, and yeah, take Iron Barb's damage, but like I said, I can recover all that Iron Barbs with that Toxic Orb. So now he's gonna bring in Ambipom, and I'm slightly afraid of this thing, so I'm gonna bring in my Scizor. Choice Banded Scizor, by the way. And yeah, take the Fake out pretty nicely. And then he's going to go for a low sweep, and I'm like, what kind of Ambipom carries a low sweep? But it did a good chunk of damage, probably because it's Technician boosted. I go for the U-turn, and yeah, Choice Banded U-turn is nothing to laugh at, Ambipom. You may monkey around all you want, but that Choice Banded U-turn just took you out. So decided to put in Fire Shroom because I can take care of anything. And he puts in Mamoswine, and from the previous battle, I know this thing has Ice Shard, so I decide to go into my Omega, my Metagross. And basically, he goes for the Ice Shard, pops my Air Balloon, and I'm like, wow, that kind of sucks. So he's going to switch out. I guess predicted me Bullet Punch, which is what I do. And I'm like, okay, well, not going to really do anything against this Metagross, so I'm just going to set my own Stealth Rocks, because I'm sure they'll come in handy later. And he goes for the Earthquake, and I was trying to fodder out my Metagross. I knew I could live one Earthquake, but he gets a crit, which just helps me fodder out my Metagross a lot sooner, which is fantastic. Okay, so now I'm going to put in Fire Shroom again, because this Breloom's just trolling. And go for the Spore, just to put Metagross to sleep. And yeah, here I decide to go for the Sky Uppercut, and it does diddly squat. It did, what, like, not even a fourth? Probably somewhat close to a fourth, but not even a fourth. Probably a 1/6 or something like that, I don't know, but it didn't do much. So I decided to bring in my Choice Specs Politoed, and after the battle we were conversating, he thought I was Choice Scarf. That's not the case, and he, for whatever reason, he thought I ran Defensive Investment, and that's also not the case. I'm just Choice Spec, so I go for that Choice Spec Surf in the Rain. Oh, that is dead. And then he brings in Conkeldurr, and I'm like, you're really going to bring in Conkeldurr on a Choice Specs Politoed? Interesting. He gets a freaking crit, though, with his Mach Punch, which is like, okay, that kind of sucks, because now he could bring in Mamoswine and Ice Shard me, and I'd be dead. And that would suck. So he brings in Mamoswine. I thought he was actually going to Ice Shard me, which wasn't a big deal, because I still have Scizor for Bullet Punch. He doesn't actually Ice Shard me, though. That was slightly surprising. So, yeah. Don't know why. But now he brings in his T-Tar. I didn't realize this was the last Pokemon. Like, I didn't count what I had taken down already. So I decided to go into my Scizor to fodder it out, because I thought I wanted to win the Weather War, but it wasn't really necessary. So basically, now I'm going to bring in Breloom, because I know I'm going to be faster than Tyranitar easily, because he's not Scarfed, I didn't believe, because I saw the Leftovers, so I'm like, there's no way he can run Leftovers and be Scarfed, right? So I put him to sleep, and I was switching, and then I looked down at the bottom screen, I'm like, oh, this is his last Pokemon. I really should just end this. So I Sky Uppercut, and that's a dead T-Tar. So, yeah, that's pretty much the match. Pretty standard OU match, standard Weather Wars. Sorry I had to bore you with Weather Wars. I didn't even get to use my Toxicroak. That's like my favorite Pokemon. But, yeah, sub, and see ya.